Ugh. Alright, so this is basically a recording of my broadcast when I was streaming last night, and I'm going to be analyzing this game, just because it was a pretty good game for me. I really liked how it went, and there's a lot of key things that I can focus here for people that are struggling to climb, and key things to focus on, and key mechanics to win your lane and stuff like that. And hopefully I'll close my volume mixer here. This was last night, so I have no control over that. But I'm just gonna go over like what happened and just like how the game went. It went like we won pretty hard. I did really well. There's probably a couple things looking back on it now that I could have done better. But I'm just gonna go over like how it went and just go over it. But first off, I'm playing Volley. I've got like standard runes. I believe I'm magic res per level, 9 armor, and street 80. And then I'm running 921, basically taking the cooldown and going for the tankiness and then like the bonus healing. Excuse me. And right here, I was just looking like this is the first time for me using the skin since it just came on sale, and I just bought it, and I didn't realize that he had a beard with the skin, so I was looking at it. But basically, I'm going Dorn Shield here because Renekton's a really tough matchup for anyone that's going top. He's really brutal. He bullies the crap out of you. Like no matter who you're playing, he just bullies you because his Q's like it's not very high of a CD, and once it comes up, not only does he heal himself, but it's AoE, and it does pretty good damage. So he's just able to spam that lane, push you to turret, and still bully you. I'm just basically helping out. We had a fewer jungle this game, which is kind of a weird pick. It wasn't really suiting our comp too well. We kind of needed another tank because we had plenty of damage with Caitlyn, Lux, and then me. But Volley's skills, his Qs, basically the run and flip someone. His E's the slow and it fears minions. And then his W is the attack speed buff, and then the chomp, which scales off of his health and missing health of whoever he's chomping. So basically, he does really well against Renekton because even though Renekton's ult allows him to get more health, it's still Volley's W is still based on how much health they're missing. So it basically kind of counters Renekton's ult and the purposes of it. So he's like Volibear's. I wasn't thinking of this last night, but he's a really good matchup for Renekton just because of his W. And see right here, he's just bullying me. He hit level 2 before me, so I'm just trying to get the farm that I can get to, and just trying not to get poked down too hard. I'm just trying to use my E to get farm. Yeah, Renekton's just really tough on me. Like, my key here was just trying to like get as much farm as I could, and then when I go back, I can hopefully get enough life steal or something to do better once I come back into the lane. Unfortunately, I used my E and missed cannon there, but other than that, I'm trying to get most of the farm. And you especially have to be careful against Renekton when he has his Fury Bar at half, because he's able to output a lot of damage. And see right here, I flipped him. I saw that he was close to turret, and the turret wasn't aggroing any minions. So by flipping him right there, I was able to get a free turret hit on him and put a little bit more pressure on him. And as Volibear, you're like if you push the turret, you always want to be looking for like a good opportunity to flip them. It's the same thing with Singe. Like if you see them get close to the turret, you can get a good flip on him and put some damage on him, and it eases up the lane for you. See, he's kind of let it push out. As Renekton, you basically want to keep the wave right here. What he's doing, pushing me the turret, is still allowing me to get farm. But if he were to keep it like right here and just last it, then he would have an advantage on me and just be able to poke me out, because the wave would not be pushing at all, and he would also be able to just get free harass on me. Instead of like with him pushing at the turret, if he gets too close trying to poke me, he'll take a turret hit, and I'm still able to get farm because I'm close to the turret and he can't really poke me out that hard. But like, see where he's got it right now? Like, that's optimally where you want to keep it as top lane. If you're winning lane and you're bullying someone out, like that's where you want to keep the wave at. You see, like right there, he takes a turret hit. Like, yeah, he can poke me out like that, but he can't all in me from right there. If he was, say, like, not as close to my turret, he'd be able to just like all in me. And see right there, he pops my passive, which is worrying me because I know at level 6, Renekton has really good chance to, or not really good chance, but he's able to die really well when he hits 6. Just because his ult gives him health. And see, like right where he's got the wave right there, like, see, I can't get the farm because I know he has level 6, and he's just gonna W me and stun me and Q me, and just take me down really low. So I kind of like bait him right here, kind of accidentally. I think it's upcoming. Where I go for a flip because I see he's tanking turret, and I kind of backed off because I didn't think I was gonna get it, and he just goes for the all in. I just hit my ghost and I run around turret, and luckily because I leveled up, I live. It's pretty funny. And he blows all of his summoners right there. And see, now I'm just able to farm, which is really nice. But I don't have the 1 point in offense where it allows you to get health back by killing health and mana. You get like 2% or something when you kill someone. I don't have that because I'm going 921. But I always recommend taking that when you're going 21-9 because it allows you to survive Ignite. Luckily, because I leveled up there, I was able to survive it. I see here, going back, I'm getting 2 Dorns because it's going to give me health. And then it gives me health plus lifesteal. And then right here, I'm thinking about going for the Blade of the Rune King. Because I know Renekton gets tanky, and Bully does better with attack speed items, because he's not the type of champ that you can build like Black Cleaver and Lazarus Spear on, because his abilities don't do AD. I think even his W is magic damage. Yeah, I think all of his abilities are magic damage. And see, right here, I'm telling Fury to come top, because he has no summoners, so he's pretty vulnerable. The only thing he has is his E, but he doesn't have summoners. I see my gifts blocking on his items, but I think he came back with like a brutalizer or something like that. And then I just get Fury to come up there. She comes up there. He pops his ult, but because of Bully's W, because it's of their missing health and your health, it doesn't matter that he pops his ult. My W still chunks him. And see, I'm just calling out because Vi's level 5 right there, which means usually by like 7 minutes, once you get your first buff, you should be level 6. So it was kind of odd that she was level 5 and she had no red. But basically in top lane, there's 2 types of top laners. You have the ones that focus more on their abilities, and then you have the ones that are more auto attack based. Um, Volley's kind of weird. I'm not really quite sure what he is. I just started playing him again too. I played him a lot last season, but I just started playing him again. He's really attack speed based because of his W. Like you want to build like on hit items to get him really low, like what I'm doing with Blader and King, and then you build like Blader and King, and maybe I went straight tank after Blader and King, and I did fine. So it only seems like you need maybe like one offensive item with Volley to do well. But I would say he's more attack speed, not spells. Yeah, his spells do help him, but he's more attack speed based. And then his W, of course. But Renekton, he focuses solely on his spells. Like, he doesn't have anything auto-based. Like, yeah, he has his autos. They do a little bit of damage, but, I mean, he's all, like, QWER. Like, he's basically more based on his spells. I just said basically twice. But, like, other champs like him, like Riven, she's all spells, too. And, like, a difference would be, like, Aurelia or Yi. They're based on their attacks. And see, I tried to all-in him there, and he outplays me here. See, I'm tanking turret, he stuns me, and then he ignites me to get my passive, so it's not healing me. And then, yeah, I messed up there, I goofed, because I tanked aggro. But another top champ that's like it uses their AA is like Jax or Tryndamere. They're all AA based, and then like spells Riven, Renekton. And you have like Shyvana, who's kind of like she's attacks based. Like she uses her attacks, but again her spells go with it. It's just a thing to note. Like Renekton does very well against champs that are using their attacks, because he can just I think I'm trying to chase him here. Because he can just bully him out. Like when they go in for attacks and trying to attack him, he can just stun him, Q, and back off, or he can keep going in. He's basically, Renekton's a champ that's made to do well early, but he falls off late because he's not based on his attacks. If your spells can't like take someone to half or lower, then you're not going to do too great late game. Yeah, Renekton can still do great too, late, but he just kind of falls off. I probably could have killed him there, now that I'm watching that. I think I bit him too early. I should have waited for auto or something. I don't know what he's doing sticking around right here. That's just dumb. I don't know why he did that. He should have went B. Oh, I think Xerath was coming. That's what he's trying to do. And see, Xerath knows he can't fight me, so he just backs off. I mean, I guess people could also disagree with me. Like, I know I'm not 100% right or anything, like I'm some god with knowing my different things about LoL, but it just seems, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I don't know, Renekton just seems to not do as well late game, just because he doesn't have that damage that he needs, because he's usually got to go tanky to survive. But usually with Hydra and like Hydra Black Cleaver, he can usually take down the AD carry if he has half Fury, and if he gets like all of his skills on the AD carry. But he just doesn't have that raw damage potential that someone more based on their AAs would have. like say Jax, because he's just constantly whacking away. Compared to Rene, who has his spells and have CDs. But see, when I went back, I didn't have enough for Blade, so I just went and grabbed a Giant's Belt, because I am going to go tanky. Volibear does scale off health. His W scales off health. It does more damage the more health you build. So I'm going to be building health. I think I was trying to watch Fury right there to see what she was doing. Oh, excuse me. Let's see if I need to go help there. Honestly thought, like, their team comp's actually a lot stronger than ours. Just because they have a tanky jungler that can also do damage. Fiora brings no CC, like, at all. She does have a really good AoE ult, but she has no CC. See, right here, I kind of messed up. Zeraf's going to be able to kite me with his E and his W, and he just gets out. And then, Fiora was getting chased by Renekton. I probably should have went that way. Even though he was a lot farther away, so I don't really know if it would have made a difference if I chased after him or not. But Zeraf's stunned. Like, the farther away you are from it when it hits you, the longer it stuns you for. And see, I guess she was mad because I didn't go and help her, but to be honest, I don't think there was anything I could have done there. And see, I see Vi going for a blue. Their whole team's like rotating around. I'm just going in to help out. But one of the things that makes Voli really good is his ult. Adds magic damage to each of his AAs, and then it chains. It's like chain lightning, so it chains the enemy champions or minions, whoever's near him, and it just brings a lot of damage to team fights. But as I was saying with their team comp, like Fiora brings no CC, and Vi has a Q and an ult that just brings a ton of lockdown to their team. How we ended up winning this is, like, Nami and Lux were really good at hitting their CC, and I just became a huge tank, and I do really well. I see Braum here, and I know I can fight him. And then Lucian shows up, but I'm not too worried about it. I pop my ult, I bite him, and then I see he's too, so I just keep going in. And Nami shows up and helps me out. He probably would have had me if he didn't go because I did get ignited, I think. I think I was ignited. But at this point, I'm 5-1. With 90, like, I'm not CSing too great, but I am 5-1 at 17 minutes, which is pretty good. I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that you don't see a lot of Volibear anymore, just because he can get kited so hard. He has no gap close besides running at people, and it just makes, it's just like, it's hard to get to people sometimes if they're constantly kiting you. So I guess that's why not a lot of people play him anymore, I'm assuming. Alright, see right here, this Caitlyn, she should have just ran. Like, she's stopping to try and AA and play down a trap, but Braum ends up flashing anyway. They get a Q off on her, and Renekton just shows up and gets her. But instead of like walk around trying to AA him before, she should just be running right there. And see, Zeraf's got really long poke too, which I was really worried about him getting really big. But the Lux, her build was kind of different. She went straight damage. She built no mana whatsoever, so she has a lot of damage. While Zeraf, on the other hand, he went for Aroa, so he went for more health and sustain, or I guess, yeah, sustain. He doesn't have the mana regen, but he does have health and he has health and mana, and then he's gonna have scaling ability power. But it's not as much damage. They kind of needed him to go more glass cannon. But he also kind of messes up this game. He hasn't positioned himself as well as the Lux does. Lux positions really well. Nami also hits a lot of her abilities. Like the Zeraf, I think he could have played a lot better. Like, he could have positioned himself a lot better too, because I was always able to get to him. See right here, I'm just trying to flip someone and help my team out. I just pop my ult. I bite Lucian. I think I get killed. Yeah, I get killed here. See, Lux making good use of her passive there too, by making sure she AAs in between every spell. Another thing, when Xerath's ult, they expect you to be running away. They don't expect you to run towards them. If you run towards them, you can easily juke out a Xerath ult. Not unless they're really good with Xerath and they can just fire away the 3 shots really quick, which I've seen a couple Xeraths do, where they're able to just shoot out 3 bolts of his ult before you even have time to react. But basically, Voli, like, once he gets tanky enough, if he doesn't get ignited in a fight, he's just able to survive. And it makes him really strong. Yeah, Renekton has a ult that gives him health and crazy AoE. But I mean, he doesn't have the crazy regen that Volibear has. So right here, Renekton's is going after Lux. I just go and I try and help my team out. I ignite him. I know he's gonna die from that. I got red buff there, so I know Xerath's not gonna get away. I'm trying to juke out and see if he's gonna like throw a E or something at me. But I just flip him and catch up to him, and I kill him with red buff. And then I think I don't know if we aced them there, or we killed most of them there. So we just go ahead and we go for dragon. We take dragon. But I do want to note that this Nami was really good. She hit almost like a ton of her bubbles. She hit. Yeah, I accidentally got blue there because of red buff. But yeah, as I was saying there, the Lux should have waited to make sure she got that. I don't know if she didn't notice my red buff or what, but yeah, as I was saying, the Nami was really good. She hit a lot of her bubbles, like a good portion of them. And as a support, if you're able to constantly hit CC, it just helps out your team so much. And the Vi ulted Fiora there. I guess she thought her team was closer behind her, and that they could get her. Yeah, as I was saying, like, the Nami hits all of her CC and she throws that wave. That was the one weird thing. What was that game? I think what the Braum could have done better too, he should have probably gone for Lux and tried to get the Lux to put his passive on her, and then Renekton could have gotten to her. And yeah, I was just asking Fiora if she's going tanky, because she doesn't have a lot of health, she kind of melts. But I guess our goal of this game was just to split after a while. That's kind of what she does. But as you can see there, Deluxe has Rabadons, Spell Pen Boots, a Blasting Wand, and an Amp Tome. So she's going for Void Staff right away. And she's built no mana regen. So she's just making sure that she gets blues. And keeping good track of her mana. I see Braum gets caught out there. Snare into a bubble, I believe. And they're able just to clean him up. And then Renekton goes in. I see Fiora dies because she's not tanky at all. Go right here. I just go for Xerath. He got way too close. And I leave my team for Lucian. I just go and kill Renekton. I think Lucian actually escapes with like barely any health. But yeah, with the Vi and Braum, they easily could have either taken out Caitlyn or Lux. Like, I don't know how they misplayed it that badly that they didn't get one of them. I notice her red's up and that she's going to it, so I just try and yeah, so I just go in. And she's messing around trying to be or dance or something. And I just go over to her and ear. I think Volibear's E maxed. I think it's like 200 damage at level 5. And Caitlyn just kinda gets cut off and dies there, but I think it's still a 2 for 2, so see, I went Sunfire second item for the tankiness and the health, and plus of the AoE magic damage, because I'm already going to be up against them, near them, trying to do my best to deal damage and just be like on their carries. So the Sunfire just gives me a little bit extra damage, because Random's got nerfed. It's not as great now. It's kind of better just to go for like an armor item, and then just go for like something that gives you a lot of health. Excuse me. Been a long day. And with Sunfire too, it gives you that little bit of wave clear too. With Volibear's E, it makes quick work of many waves. And Spirit Visage, core item, works with his passive healing. So now with Spirit Visage, I'm gonna heal more, which is just crazy because Volibear's passive lets him heal so much. And then yeah, Spirit Visage just don't let me heal a ton, so it's a core item. And it's magic res, health, all good things. So fortunately, they're just able to like kite me out. Yeah, Thura makes some dumb comment here about let me do the splitting, and I wasn't splitting. I told my team I was clearing the top wave. And yeah, I mess up there. I forget that the Fury wasn't there, and Xerath just like ults it. And if I W'd it with my bite, I would have killed it, and it would have been like a mini smite. But I have the Merc Treads for tenacity, so like Braum passive, or his ult, or Xerath stun, slow, like all of that, it won't slow me down too much, so I can keep going ham. I still think Braum's really good. Like, even though they've nerfed him a lot, just the fact that with his passive, you can just stun one person out. Still such a good, like, he's still a good pick. And usually he just gets really tanky. This Braum, he gets a Thorn Mail. Kinda odd. Because he's dying a lot from magic damage, like the Nami and Lux magic damage. But yet he gets a Thorn Mail. Like, it'd probably be better for him to get like Randuin's or Sunfire, something with health. Health and armor is usually going to be better than just straight armor. Because health's, I think it's more gold. No, not more gold, it's more worth the amount of gold. And it's like the best thing to get for a defensive item is health. It's like, yeah, you can get armored, they're still gonna be doing damage though, but with health, they're not gonna be like, you're gonna have more health. Yeah, they're gonna, of course, but yeah, so then they'll have more health. You'll have more health. So, their damage, like, it's just better to get health. Alright, I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but health is good. It's the best defensive item, health. See, the Seraph, he ults Kate, he does kill her, but because he's ulting, I just run up, grab him, and then we kill him. And because of, Nami's heals, and my attack speed, plus Splitter and King, we're just able, and the Lux shields, we're just able to take the turret. Also, you can use Volibear's Q as attack speed, or not attack speed, attack reset. So basically on towers you can just auto Q and it'll reset your auto. I'm thinking Warmogs here, because I've already got a lot of armor, and they're not doing too much damage to me, so I'm thinking Warmogs just so I'll benefit more with my W. And also Voli's passive, how much health he regens, it's based on the amount of health he has. So I'm thinking Warmogs over like Randuins or something. We're just kind of poking them here, trying to get them to stop doing the Baron. I kind of back off. In hindsight, I probably could have gone full ham and just gone in there. But we still we clean up Braum, and we stop him from doing Baron, so it's all good. You notice too, when Volibear is able to use his Frenzy, he gets that W above his head. His Frenzy is the second part of his W, where you're allowed to do that bite. But he gets that W over his head, and he has like a special little animation that shows too. I'll point it out here. So right now I saw Zeraph's bot, I'm waiting this bush, Nami comes out, lands a perfect bubble. I go ahead and flip him, E him, attack, and just bite him. But yeah, see, he has that W over his head. That means that he has 3 autos in, and he's able to use his Frenzy. And when you get that little like blue animation that you just saw there. See, yeah, the Furious is splitting at this point, which I guess is better because she doesn't have a lot of health. And I'm pretty tanky anyways, I'm pretty huge. So I just go in, I flip someone, they're all clumped up, I pop my ult, doing massive damage, and they try and focus me, but no one ignites me. So I get a triple kill, and Lux puts in some massive damage. And that's the end of the game right here. But anyways, I finished 18-3-7, 182 CS. My CS wasn't too great, but as a team we played really well. Lux and Nami hit a ton of their CC, and I just got really tanky and really big. And we team fought pretty well. I think we won almost every team fight that game. But yeah, that's the end of the commentary or the analysis. Um, Also gotta say, don't focus Volibear unless you ignite him, because his passive is gonna let him regen a ton of health. And see, they tried to focus me there, they all clumped up, Lux got a perfect E and an ult in, hit 4 people, and we just annihilated them there. It's awesome. But, right here, I'm gonna point out, items, and, like, just, like, go through, like, the difference between the Xerath and the Lux. So if you'll notice, Lux has Zonia's, Spellpin Boots, Void, and Rabadon's. So she has a ton of damage, while Xerath only has a Roa, Spellpin Boots, and Rabadon. So he was lacking a lot in damage compared to our Lux. Also, Braum, he didn't have a ton of health, while Nami, she went for a Frozen Mallet, so she had tons of health. Caitlyn itemized pretty well. I.e. Last Whisper, she even have lifesteal. Like, that's the new thing on AD carries, you don't get lifesteal. And then Lucian went for a Blade, which is good against Volibear. He stacks a ton of health, so you get that one-hit effect. The Yumi's, a lot of people are building that now. And then he went for Last Whisper because I got really tanky, so I guess he itemized pretty well. Honestly, as Renekton, he went Brutalizer against me. I probably would have gone for a Hydra against Volibear, so I wouldn't be able to push him in the turret and just bully him like that. Hydra probably would have been a lot better choice for him to pick up. But I guess he was thinking I was going to stack a ton of armor early. I more of rushed the offensive item earlier, so it didn't really pay off the way he built. Vi got caught out a lot and wasn't really ulting people, so she's just kind of useless that game. Well, our Fuhrer, she actually did something. She did ult a couple of the team fights and put in a lot of good damage. So anyways, that's the end of my analysis. I hope you guys like this. I'll be shortly posting it to YouTube. Probably tomorrow once I'm able to look at my broadcast for today. And it'll be going up on YouTube shortly after. Give me any feedback, anything you want to tell me, ask me about, just go ahead and ask me. Yeah, thanks.